Okay, Pisces. Now, Pisces, we're going to do a weekly read. See what comes out for you this week, Pisces. And what comes out is allegedly, don't get pissed off at me or feel some type of way, because I show the love and I speak it like I see it. So if you don't like what I say or how I approach things, this is not the channel for you. And there's lots of others that would love to have you too. But also, any black magic, any thrown up on me in this reading, but I ask Spirit to knock it down immediately, any evil eye on my family, anything that the ill intent. I ask also Archangel Michael, Archangel Metron, to assist me as I do this reading. Now, Pisces, what's going on with you? And this is allegedly, y'all, not allegedly. Okay, Pisces. Something about you need to work on your throat chakra because it's being hard for you to speak. 5. Something may be you need to, get some stuff. They got fragrances. I look up on YouTube. They got a lot of things to help you about your throat chakra. Because the temptation, the 15th. Something about 15th is in his birthday or the 15th days. I don't know what that 15 mean, but I always tell him somebody is tempted to do something and it's going to be complete defeat. Somebody says if you do this, it's going to be complete defeat. A 5 is next. Something about it's going to be a complete defeat in something. Something's not going to go like you want it to go. So you're going to feel completely defeated in a situation that because your solar plexus is off too, you need to go outside, your solar plexus, your chakras are off balance. And see, also you have here movement choices and decisions too that you need to make. When you make a move or whatever you tend on doing, allegedly. Because if you do, somebody's trapped in fear. 8. Because someone right now is feeling so much fear and they're trapped in it this week. Coming up, you feel trapped in some. And you got to come out of that. Let me tell you something. I don't care what you do, how you do it, but you have to remember it was done. So whatever happened or whatever went down, you have to face it. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only, y'all. Face it and stop making it as a nightmare to you, because you got to remember things can't always be a secret, or they can't always not be known. Got to face your fears. Let's see, what do you feel trapped about? Let's see, Spirit, tell me what Pisces feels so trapped. Why do you feel like you're so trapped? Pisces are cross-watcher this week in something. Why you feel like you're so trapped in something this week? Pisces, whoops, because of someone of the light. Because someone of the light. You feel trapped when it came to someone of the light. What about you feel trapped about someone of the light? That you wanted them, their chariot, but it couldn't happen. It's in something about a chariot didn't happen. This person didn't go home to Most High. Allegedly, this person didn't. This person cleansed themselves in time. Their cleansings took care of it. So someone knows when and not to do things, and they cleansed themselves, so it didn't work. Some magic, something to do with the Hierophant. Something about a Taurus, that someone was possessed. Okay, someone's possessed, and now they're running from a situation. Now they're over here running like, I got to run, because it didn't work. The spell. The sacrifice. It didn't work. So now they're running because they sacrificed someone of the light. And it's not working. So they're ready to run. I guess I'd be running too. But sometimes you gotta remember you can't run always. It's gonna catch up with you eventually. It's just the way it is. See, somebody's car may catch on fire. And this is all because of some family members did they took a loan out and put spell work and blood work, and so you wouldn't find out in your name. They took a loan out in your name. What else? And did a blood ritual to do it. In other words, was playing that witchcraft. Tried to sacrifice somebody. Now they're worried about their butts this week. Somebody's worrying about the sacrifice they made this week, and now they want to run from it. But play like they don't know. But somebody named Max from the past may be involved. But you can't run from your problems always. You have to face them because they're just gonna be there. I don't care how much running you do. Cross watcher. It's something about December 30th. Okay, something about it says you experience a sense of unease because you're digesting recent experiences, but resulting insight will be rewarding. So something you're revisiting, need to be handled with care, like mail. Like carefully hand it over, because it's a lot to take in. That you don't want to face right now. You don't want to look that way. But just like I said, something happens allegedly where someone may not, something about childbirth, a baby or a mother, something may happen when somebody, trigger warning, when they're in childbirth. I wouldn't want that on nobody, but my condolences if that happens. And on the mother, somebody says, push me. Somebody said something, push me back in the day. New job is coming for somebody, allegedly. This says, courtroom, is somebody getting jail time or not? It says, why you put a spell on me, really, family friend? Someone named Tony is the person that did it. Put a spell on somebody. That said spell on Tony. Somebody with big feet, allegedly. It says somebody with big feet think they put a spell on you or something, allegedly. But hey, I think that's just the name of the game. If they think they can get away with it, they gonna try. Everybody wants to be blood. Most High, God said, I'm here. Most High is here. So it doesn't matter. Most High got it. Most High got the whole thing. It says common family members fighting and arguing and over a lot of stuff. Now they're just fighting and arguing. There's a lot of mess going on behind the scenes. See, something affection. Somebody wants your affection or something, allegedly. It's kind of just like go with the flow. Don't let life get you into stuff that you can't get out of this week. Like, share, subscribe.